Real estate investing for beginners. All right, guys, it's Stephen Howell here, back in another video for you. Super excited that you guys are loving these videos. Been getting a lot of cool comments, and it's a ton of fun making these videos. So if you're getting value out of these, I would love to hear from you below in the comments. Also, don't forget to smash that like button. But today I want to talk about real estate investing for beginners. So if you're getting started in real estate, if you're interested at all in investing in real estate, this video is definitely for you. And I want to approach this subject. There's a lot of different ways we can talk about getting into real estate, investing in real estate. I myself specialize in wholesaling real estate. So it's a no money down strategy that you don't have to have amazing credit, you don't have to have a ton of money, and you can get going in real estate investing and do very, very well. So if you're thinking about getting involved in real estate in any way, shape, or form, there's a lot of different avenues and aspects and ways to get involved into real estate. So I want to help kind of clear that clutter for you a little bit, give you some tangible things to think about, and then also kind of share with you my experience of, you know, there's some myths in this industry. There's some things that you think might be true that aren't necessarily true, and I want to help clear that up for you. Alright guys, so the way that I want to share this with you is I want to kind of let you know, because you guys are coming here watching these videos and I appreciate you so much. I want this to be valuable for you. So, you know, if you are thinking of getting into real estate, if you're already in real estate and you want better results, maybe you've been going to seminar after seminar, getting course after course, and you're frustrated, I just want you to know that I've been there. I don't have anything that I'm trying to push you on this video or anything like that, but I want to provide value. I want to let you know a couple of things that I stand for. So what I'm all about when it comes to real estate investing is helping people to make money without breaking the bank. Because if you've seen any of my videos, if you've checked out my blog, you've seen my documentary, my wife even shares, you know, how we spent so much money on credit cards, going program after program, course after course, and it was a very frustrating time. And I have so many people now that my one wholesaling video has over 123,000 views, and that went viral. I've had so many people reaching out to me that have been in the same boat, spending thousands of dollars on their real estate education, and I just see it over and over. They get sucked into another seminar, another program, and they still don't get that level of personal support and help that they need. And so one of the things that I stand for, that I want you guys to know what I'm about, and this is not to talk about me, but this is to kind of I think this will resonate with you, and it's I want you to know, as a real estate investing beginner or intermediate or even advanced, you can build this budget, you can build this business on a low budget. You don't need to go out there and break the bank. You don't need to go out there and spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on postcards, when oftentimes in the beginning we don't even know what the heck we're doing. And you know, you watch certain programs and they're having you send postcards or mailers to an absentee owner list that everybody else has already hit up, and you're using the same postcards and the same mailers as everyone else. There are some much more strategic ways to go about your real estate investing business, really no matter what niche you're in. So another thing that I stand for, this was actually thankfully taught to me early on by a mentor who I'm forever grateful. And he told me one time that, you know, Stephen, it's very wise if you just decide right from the beginning that you're going to focus on larger spread real estate deals. Now, me personally, I focus on the no money down strategy in real estate investing of wholesaling. Obviously, there's a lot of different aspects and ways to get involved into real estate, whether you are wanting to become a landlord, whether you want to own a bunch of rental properties, or you want to get involved as a realtor, or you want to flip houses and renovate them and put them back on the market. Now, some of those strategies, you know, whether you want to acquire a bunch of rental properties or you want to flip properties, they do take cash. Now, are there no money down acquisitions and ways around that, ways to get private money, hard money, different things like that? Absolutely. But when you're flipping multiple properties or you have a portfolio of rental properties that all have vacancies or need updates, you know, quite literally need, you know, oftentimes at least some level of cash to play in that game. Another reason why I love wholesaling, and this video is not to sell you on wholesaling, it's just, you know, me talking about what I personally, the aspect I love about it, is it works very, very well in hot markets and cold markets. We simply adjust our offer price. So when I first started back in 2008, 2009, 2010, when the market had just crashed, we were simply offering a little bit lower on those properties, and there were still buyers for those wholesale properties. It was the big time, like Warren Buffett type investors, where everyone else was flooding out of the market. All of the people who were renovating and all the flippers and the rehabbers, they were like, you know, trying to sell off, you know, the properties they were flipping. They were trying to cash out. People that were owning, you know, a lot of rental properties, their values were decreasing. So they're like, oh my gosh, I gotta cash out before like my values just plummet. But the big time players, the hedge funds, the other companies, the big investors that can buy hundreds and thousands of properties at a time, they were flooding into the market, you know, picking up these properties for 20, 30, 40% of market value. So wholesaling works very, very well, even if the market is stone cold and it's crashing. And it also works very, very well in a hot market like it's been the last couple of years, 2015, 16, 17, 18. It works very well because there's always those properties where someone needs to sell very quickly. So wholesaling is simply getting a property under contract with a very, very motivated seller, with a property that oftentimes, not always, is in some need of repair. Maybe it's not the best fit to sell on the MLS. And that's a golden tip right there, is you want to go after off-market properties. And we can talk about marketing and getting deals and things like that in another video. And anything else you guys want to learn, definitely let me know in the comments below, like what topics, what type of videos you guys want to see, and we can get into specific marketing strategies and stuff like that. And it's getting a property like that under contract and then basically selling that contract. We always have an option in that contract that, hey, if we want, we can either close on the property ourselves or we can bring in a partner. Okay, it happens all the time in real estate. We can bring in a partner and they can basically fund the deal, and then we get what's called an assignment fee. Okay, so the average wholesaler, I would say, out there makes around, it's pretty standard that they make around $3,000 to $5,000, maybe $7,000, but a lot of times you'll hear the figure $5,000. Well, a mentor, you know, once told me, again, Steven, it's no harder to go out there and do a very large spread wholesale deal like $25,000 as it is to do a dink and dunk, stressful, low-end property where you're like getting $2,000. And there's a lot of, you know, wholesalers out there that are just making, barely getting by, where they're making, you know, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on a wholesale deal. And I want you to know something that I'm all about, guys, is number one, about helping you to build your real estate business without breaking the bank. You can build this lean. You don't need all the fancy bells and whistles, the fancy websites and CRMs and all these other things. It's very, very possible for you to go out there and to build your business lean and to do large spread deals. You know, again, my average deal is around $12,500. It's the same for the students that I partner up with and work one-on-one with. So I just want you to know that that's true. A couple of other things is that I'm nobody special, right? I'm not some super aggressive, hardcore salesman beating people over the head. Naturally, even though I'm on camera here, even though I'm doing these YouTube videos, off camera, I can be a little bit more shy. I can be a little bit more of an introvert. And so you don't need to be this aggressive, flamboyant, heavy hitter, hardcore salesman to be successful. And you don't need to screw people over. You can actually treat people right, operate your business with a ton of integrity, and help people, right? Many times when I'm operating my real estate investing business, if I don't think it's the best deal for the seller, I'll say, hey, Mrs. Seller, it's actually probably going to be a better fit for you to go list it with a realtor. I would be coming in around this price, and here's why I'd be at this price. Certainly let me know if something changes, but me and my partner are looking for more properties, so here's my info. Let me know if there's any way I can help. So oftentimes I'm planting seeds, and I'm always trying to do right by the seller. I'm not just trying to hustle another property, if that makes sense. So I want you guys to know that you can operate your business right. And I'm just an average guy, guys. I was able to, after many failures in the real estate investing world early on, I finally, through the help of a great mentor, pieced this thing together step by step, and have been able to go on and make multiple six figures over the years. Now I have freedom. I'm sitting here in my home office. My wife and I just had a brand new baby girl, our first child, who's just a little over a month old. I was able to take the whole last month off of my business. I work out of my home office here. A lot of times I cruise over to the local coffee shop and work out of there for a few hours. And it's just allowed me to be able to travel, to be able to spend time with my family, and to be able to do some amazing things. I'm not going to say that it was all, sunshine and rainbows, but the cool part is the people you meet in this business, the skill sets you develop, your ability to become a better marketer, a better negotiator, to be able to speak better, to be able to have the confidence to run your own business, and most importantly, the ability to make money and provide for your family is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. So guys, I'm all about family. I'm all about my relationship with God. I'm all about working out, eating right. I've recently got into CrossFit, so I'm here in my workout shirt. I'm getting ready to go hit a CrossFit workout here in just a minute. I'm into kind of healthy eating, organic foods, smoothies, developing my routine. I love marketing and entrepreneurship, all of those type of things. So I just want you guys to know that I'm not some crazy, different person. I'm just a normal guy that was able to put this together, and I want you to have the confidence that you can do this as well. And for another time, I'll show some success stories and different people I've worked with over the years. I've worked with 18, 19-year-olds who are just fresh out of high school, who've gone on to do thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of deals. I've worked with people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and they've been able to get results as well. So it does not matter your age. It doesn't matter your race, your ethnicity, your background. I've worked with actually a couple of people who don't speak very good English. English is their second language, and they've gone out there and done multiple large spread deals. In fact, I recently started working with, I don't work with too many international clients, but I recently started working with an international client who's based out of Israel, who virtually wholesales here in the United States, and they just got their first $16,000 deal done. So guys, I want you to know what is possible. So a few parting tips. I don't want to make this video terribly long. If you are a beginner to real estate, even if you've been at this thing a little bit, if you've been trying to get into real estate investing, a few things that I want you to think about. I want you to decide on a very specific niche, whether it's wholesaling, whether it's a different avenue. Wholesaling is kind of my specialty, but there's other avenues you can get involved in. And within that niche, and we'll just take wholesaling for the example. You can start marketing to find buyers. You can start marketing to find sellers. I would focus on marketing for sellers, for getting that information out there and letting people know in your area that you and your partners buy houses. I would focus all of your time, all of your energy on that, and I would only select one or two things for marketing. I want you to remember that less is more, and it doesn't have to be overly fancy. Again, you don't need all the fancy software, all the bells and whistles. You can keep things for a couple $100s a month. And if you'd like to find out what my #1 lead strategy is, You can always check out my blog, Productive Wisdom, and opt in there as a subscriber. I have some free training that I've prepared there for you that I really think you'll like. Again, nothing to sell for you, but I think you'll really enjoy that and get a lot out of that, and that way you can get some more information about some lead strategies. And again, we can always talk about that in future videos and stuff. So but yeah, guys, just focusing, like what I used to do is I would focus on, oh my gosh, I gotta build my cash buyers list. So I'd focus a couple of weeks on that, and then I'd say, oh my goodness, now I got to focus on motivated sellers, and I'd spend some time on that, and I'd hop from strategy to strategy to strategy. And you don't get anywhere like that. You got to focus on, like, what is the 1 or 2 strategies that you're gonna do from now until you get results. And if you get laser focused and decide to become one of the best in your area, which is not as hard as you think, at a cup, because most people are all over the place, right? If you decide I'm going to get laser focused, put the blinders on, and I'm going to do X, Y, or Z for marketing, and that's it for the next 6 months. I'm going to be known for that in my area. I'm going to get the message out that I actually have a wholesaling business. I'm going to get the message out that I do want to help people, and I'm going to treat people right, and I'm going to follow up, and I'm going to be thorough, and I'm just going to be real. I always approach people like, hey, here's my solution, and it's cool if this works for you, Mrs. Seller. It's cool if it doesn't. Just thought I'd touch base with you. No big deal either way. We have a lot of other houses we're looking at as well. And it's always a very nonchalant, relaxed approach. And oftentimes I'm giving them a little bit of education. I'm giving them a little bit of tips that's going to help them either way. And because I provide that value, I instantly rise above the competition. So guys, I'm excited to cover more and more about these type of things as we do these videos. And again, it's my intention to upload, if not daily, Monday through Friday. So if you liked this video, Real Estate Investing for Beginners, if you got one tip, one golden nugget, I would just kindly ask that you leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you liked most about this video. Also, let me know future topics that you want me to cover, whether it's real estate investing, entrepreneurship, marketing, branding, mindset. I want to keep this pretty tight and pretty focused. Obviously, I'm talking a lot about real estate investing, wholesaling, and I want to do right by you. Later on, more videos, we can get into different topics and things like that, but I want to keep this channel about real estate investing and about helping you to get better results. Okay, so again, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Definitely click the notification bell on my channel, and you're going to see more and more daily videos coming out, helpful content, helpful tips. Again, make sure to hit that like button. I would love for this video to be shared and to start getting some traction. So anyways, guys, if you want more information, you can always go to my blog, which is productivewisdom.com. I have a ton of free goodies prepared for you, case studies, all sorts of cool stuff. I respect your time. I'm not going to hammer you over the head with information, but really cool stuff that's helped a lot of people. I've been working with people in the real estate world for about 3 to 4 years, which that actually happened organically. People stumbling across my how to wholesale real estate step-by-step video and reaching out asking, hey, are you able to help me? Are you able to mentor me? Do you have a course or anything like that? And I realize, guys, these YouTube videos are just starting to come out, so I don't want to hammer you with a ton of information. I'm not trying to push anything on you, but if you do ever need some help, or I do offer one-on-one mentoring. You can find out more information about that at StephenHowellMentoring.com, but no pressure, only if you feel like it would be right for you. And again, guys, I'm so grateful that you watched this video, and I look forward to the next one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.